What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for a new Legacy Cube draft. This pack is fine, but nothing is too exciting. Lightning Bolt is, a premium removal in any red deck. It's also very good in, just mono red burn. Could first pick that. Just a very good and efficient magic card. Batterskull is pretty powerful, and since it's colorless, you can put it in any deck, which is cool. Other than these two cards, there's not a ton of things. Sheldock Isle is pretty good. Lingering Souls, not so good, because when you want to be playing token in this cube, you mostly want to be red, white red maybe, or blue red or blue white, not really white black, so it's not bad, but I think it's not something you want to first pick. I don't know, I really think it's between Batterskull and Bolt. I'm gonna go with Bolt. I like playing aggressive, simple decks, and Bolt is quite good in these. And maybe I can just, go and play mono red burn. Batterskull might be a safer and overall better option, though. Here, I'm pretty sure the best card is Fact or Fiction. Beetleback Chief, well, if we end up playing the token deck, it's gonna be fine, but it's not very exciting otherwise. And I'm pretty sure that if the token deck is open, the Chief is gonna wheel. So I'm probably just not gonna pick it. Image is fine too. I'm pretty sure that Foff is just the best card here, so I'm gonna go with that. Okay, there are some more cards for either burn or token. I think I'm gonna pick Lightning Strike. I might just not play the Foff. I will, we'll see what happens, but maybe I just end up playing mono red burn. There's no good blue cards. Most blue deck cannot really play the Elder Deep Fiend, although it's pretty sweet. It's kind of hard to make that card good, unless you build around. Obviously, you have, if there's a couple cards that are really good with that, like Solemn Simulacrum and whatnot. But in most blue deck, you don't have that many creatures that are good to play with the Fiend. The thing is, in Cube, all creatures are pretty good, so you don't really want to sack them most of the time. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Strike, and we'll see if Burn is open. Right now, I'm not seeing anything particularly good in any other color. Maybe, maybe we'll not end up playing the Foff, even though it's probably the most powerful card I have right now. Burst Lightning is an option. I wonder if Ancient Tomb is not a better card for the burn deck. Playing a turn 3 Cost or turn 3 Hell Rider, any good 4-drop on turn 3 is quite solid. Obviously not as good as something like Mox Ruby could be, because you cannot cast everything with colorless mana, but still a solid card. And it's good in various decks, not only in... I think it's fine in mono red burn, but it's even better in some Oz deck. Temple of Epiphany could be an option if we want to be blue-red. I don't know, I'm gonna pick the Tomb. It's Let Us Stay rather open, and it's a pretty good card. Nothing too exciting here. I might just pick Venser, which I think is among the best card in the pack. Tharkan is an option if we want to stay mono red. 5 mana is a lot though. Most mono red deck don't really want to play 5-drop. If we really want to force mono red, Rishadan Port is probably the best card to play with. But there are a couple good blue cards, especially Venser, so maybe I should just pick that. Yeah, I think I'll pick Venser. Okay, Upheaval is interesting. It's still quite early in the draft, so we can still build a deck around that and make the card good. I don't think you can build a good blue-red Upheaval deck in this cube. There's just not enough acceleration if you are not green, but I mean, we could end up green and just not play these cards. The other option is to pick Magma Jet and just maybe stay open for the mono red burn deck, or for some type of maybe blue-red mid-range type of deck. Um, hmm, interesting. Upheaval is the stronger card. It's quite good with Ancient Tube. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Upheaval. Alright. Now I kinda want to pick Exquisite Firecraft. That card is pretty amazing in the red burn deck. Flametone Kavu I don't think is great in any deck really. I mean it's fine. But if you are playing that, you probably are playing some type of midrange deck, and I think midrange is pretty much the worst thing you can do in Legacy Cube. I think you either want to be super aggressive, super control-y, or be playing some type of synergies and combo, and just being midrange with value is often not good enough, at least in my opinion. I'm gonna go with Firecraft. What I'm doing here is kind of weird, and hopefully we'll still end up with enough playable, whether we end up playing blue upheaval or mono red burn, but I kind of want to stay open. I'm just trying to pick the best card I think there is for each archetype in each pack. And I think I'll have a better idea of what I want to be doing and what's open when we will see cards wheeling or not wheeling from the first pack. So the Isle wheeled, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure it was among the best card in the pack we opened. Isle is underrated, so it's not that surprising, but still, that's interesting. I'm gonna pick that. Blue seems rather open. Image wheeled too. The Beetleback Chief did not wheel, so red might not be open. Blue green land wheeled as well as a green elf. I'm gonna stay mono blue for now. Or blue red. I will not go blue green. But now I have a better idea of what's going on, and I think what's going on is that blue is probably open and red not so much. So I'm gonna probably not play these. I could be blue-red control, but for now mostly blue and maybe red. And funnily enough, I said there's not a ton of card that enables the Fiend very well, but we randomly picked two cards that are really fine to sack to the Fiend, like Cloudskate has high mana cost and small body, and it's mostly good for the enters the battlefield effect. Same with Ventor, so that's kind of sweet for the Fiend. Icefall Regent, Temple of Epiphany. Interesting. I think I like the Temple more. We have a couple good red cards that we might want to splash. Dissipate is not bad. Yeah, blue seems quite open. So yeah, blue is open. Yeah, I'm pretty sure blue is just open. Sometimes you don't want to say a color is open, especially in Cube. It's not that easy to tell. But we wheeled Sheldock Isle, we wheeled the Cloudskate, Deep Fiend. We got a Prelate Phantasmal Image, Prelate Negate. Harbinger is not very good, but still. Now there's a Chase. Okay, I guess I'm glad I'm in blue. Just gonna sort that by converted mana cost now that we know what we are doing. And I could do various things. I don't think it's very likely I end up mono blue, but I could. Could end up playing blue white, and we'll see. We shall see. Nothing overly exciting here. Ral Zarek is an option if we want to be blue-red. I'm not a huge fan of blue-red unless I'm playing Sneak Attack combo or Kiki-Jiki combo. Blue-red control is kind of tough. If you don't have another color, if you are just blue-red, you just rely on Counterspell to deal with stuff on board. And because, the burn spell cannot kill bigger creatures, so it's not as good as blue-white or blue-black could be. And you don't have great sweepers. Walker might be fun. It's not very exciting though. There's not much I want to pick here. I should probably just pick Pilgrim maybe if I end up blue-green. Or Nisa. I don't really like anything from this pack. I'm gonna pick Walker to stay open, but it's not very exciting. Here we have Cryptic Command, which is good, so that's nice. And we'll be pretty heavy on blue no matter what, so the triple blue hopefully will not be an issue. Sphinx now, the best blue finisher. Alright, well, blue is open. Now, well, given the command, the Jace, and the Sphinx, I probably think we want to build some type of control shell. We'll need some fixing, and we'll need to find a second color, but we have some solid late game. Ooh, Muldrifter is a card that's, I mean, it's decent in general, and it's pretty nice if you want to try to enable a Deep Fiend, so that's kind of cool. It's funny that, you know, I kind of disregarded the Deep Fiend and said it was not really good and easy to use in Cube, and I'm just getting a bunch of cards that are actually pretty good sack fodder, so that's cool, that's cool. I can respect that. Ooh, I like Remand a lot. There's a Splinter Twin too. Don't think we'll end up doing that though. I mean, if no one is doing that, it's probably Wheeling. And at least we are sure we are blue and Remand is just good, so. Volcanic Island as well as Compulsive Research. Huh, interesting. If I end up blue-red, I think Volcanic Island is a better pick, but if I don't end up blue-red, Research is, you know, it's gonna be better, obviously. Again, I like blue-white or blue-black slightly more. We haven't seen many great white cards still, so maybe white is just not very open anyways. Research is solid. We do have a couple decent card draw spells already in Jace, Muldrifter, and I guess that's about it. I'm gonna pick Volcanic Island. That's such a great piece of fixing. If I end up blue-red, I'm really gonna be happy about having that around, especially when I'm trying to cast Cryptic. I need as many dual land as possible. Forbid is fine. Definitely better than Dissipate. Not as exciting as something like Mana Leak or Counterspell, but still a solid card potentially. I don't think I'll end up playing Luderill Core or Scepter, but who knows. I guess right now I'm mono blue splashing for Bolt, which is kind of weird. I'm not playing Upheaval right now, I have no piece of acceleration. And I don't think I'll end up blue-green with enough ramp to play it. It's a powerful card, but you should not try to play it if it's not good in your deck. Roast is decent removal. Could pick Relic for the side. Roast is fine though. Let's try this Dancer. I've never been a huge fan of that card, but it's not bad. Repeal. Panharmonicon is kind of funny. I have a decent amount of enter the battlefield triggers, but probably still not enough to make the card good. But it's a funny addition to the cube. I'd be happy to, you know, build a sweet Panharmonicon deck one day. But I'm pretty sure a good Panharmonicon deck is still not very good. The Splinter Twin Wields. I'm gonna pick that. I mean, no one is playing that, so, you know, if we see some Deceiver, Exarch, Pestamite and stuff like that, pack 3, I'm gonna pick them. Thatha is probably decent. We have a Chase, Fencer. We don't have that many double blue. Harbinger is pretty weak. It's probably wheeling anyway, but it could be a nice thing to wheel. I think Deep Analysis is just better, but I think I'm gonna pick Scalding Tarn again. Fixing is really important, and this is a premium piece of fixing. And we already have a couple good card draw spell. Foff, Jace, Muldrifter. So again, this is the same thing that it was with the Compulsive Research, which is again a good card draw spell. I just think we do have some solid card draw spell. We also have the Sphinx now, and just making sure the mana base is good is really important. Ooh, Counterspell is sweet. I love Counterspell. Talrand could be decent in this deck, maybe. It's probably wheeling. Maybe we'll get to play it. Chase, Vryn's Prodigy. Chandra, Torch of Defiance is kinda cool. Vapor Snag, not so great. Karn is also a sweet win condition. I think Jace might be better and easier. I mean, it's definitely easier to cast and maybe safer card to play with. We don't have any synergy with Graveyard, but just filtering stuff and getting to recast cards is kind of good. We don't have great removal though, so maybe. And Jace is not the best with counterspell because you can't really counter stuff. I mean, you can do that sometime, but sometimes you have reason to use its ability on a instant or sorcery, but I mean on a counterspell, but it's not. It doesn't happen very often. I'm gonna pick Karn. Karn is sweet. Ooh, Pestamite. Alright. Alright. This is gonna be played. Electrolyze is fine. I can... Yeah, I can respect that. So it's, kind of a mixture between just, a blue control deck and that randomly has Pestamite, Splinter Twin in it. Some good card draw spells, some other finishers. I'm not sure how good this will be, but it seems funny. There's a Deceiver Exarch, as well as Pact of Negation. Pact of Negation is busted. I think I'm gonna pick the Pact, and I think this is gonna wheel. I mean, since we got Splinter Twin 14 speak, this should wheel, right? Yeah, Pact is just so good. No one's playing blue at the table, which is kind of funny. And sweet, I guess. Manowar, I think, is fine in this deck. It's sack fodder for the Deep Fiend, as well as a card that can give me a bit of tempo and let me get rid of annoying creature for a little bit of time. You can also use it with Splinter Twin potentially if you don't have anything better to do. It can be pretty annoying. Obviously, if they have a removal, it's not good, but... Ooh, Treachery. Treachery is exactly what I want for this deck. Daze would be cool too, but... Yeah, no one is playing blue at this table, which is funny. We wield the Deep Analysis. We'll have too many playables. I could be mono blue. I doubt it's the best thing to do, but I could. Which is, again, pretty funny, I think. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's really no one playing blue at the table. We got like what, a 7-speak Treachery? That's not. And we have more than enough playable in just mono blue. That's cool though. So I'm gonna start to trim. I have many other counter spells that are much better than negate, so I'm gonna cut that. I don't think we want Harbinger of Tides. Could see myself cutting Dissipate. Again, I have better counter spells. I don't really want the Dancer. Muldrifter and Cloudskate are fine. Yeah. I don't think I want Talrand. I don't think I need that to win. And I have many other 4-drop that are all better. Could cut Repeal. I think Deep Fiend is kind of sweet in this deck. We have some solid sack fodder. And it's kind of a weird card that people I think will not expect, which is nice too. Don't think I'll play that in the main, but it's a sideboard option. This is 23 spells. We are probably willing the Exarch, which I'm gonna play. I think splashing for red is decent. Like, it gives us a couple of removal. Even though it's for a small creature, it's still good. And even though this is double red, which is kinda annoying for the mana base, we still have a bit of fixing, so it should not be the worst. And the combo is just super strong. Spell Pierce could be good here. I definitely like Spell Pierce more than Negate. I don't think I'll play any though, at least not in the main, but they are good for some matchups. Exarch Wield, amazing. And that's gonna be the deck, I think. I need to cut one card, I think, which might be Deep Analysis, as weird as it may seem. Card is good, but I have just some better card draw spell. I mean, Fuff is better, Chase is better, and I think we are good in the department of drawing cards. Yeah, I don't think we'll be flooding out or, lacking, or that we will be lacking things to do. And cutting something like Walker. Walker is not great, but Walker we can cast early on, it does something. If I play Deep Analyze, is Foff, Muldrifter, and I just feel like I have enough card draw spell. That's that's it. I don't think. Yeah, this is just what I'm trying to say right here. I think we just have enough card draw spells there. Curve is not really bad because it's pretty good actually. It's a nice curve. Not sure if I should be playing Karn. I think it's quite greedy. But since we are drawing cards, we should be eating our land drops, so it's probably fine. Yeah, the deck is sweet. But it's funny because no one, I really think no one is playing blue at this draft table, funnily enough. And blue is probably the strongest card in Legacy Cube, so I mean the strongest color, sorry. So yes, it's really funny. Pact of Negation is a 5-drop though. That's gonna be the deck, I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna... Talrand is cool and all, it'd be fine, we have a bunch of counter spells, it's good with Pact of Negation, but I don't think we need other win condition. We have the twin combo, Jace is a win condition, we have Treachery, we have Sphinx, we have Karn, we have the Deep Fiend, we have a couple other creatures. I really don't think we need more win condition. And I don't think I really want Talrand. We don't need Upheaval. Deep Analysis might be something we should be playing. We have a lot of other counterspell. Like if there's another someone playing combo or control, we have even more tools in the side, which is funny. We have a couple options against aggressive deck too, which is nice. Harbinger is not bad. Maybe I should be playing Stratus Dancer. I don't think so. I'm gonna play that. I like the deck, it's sweet. So I want as many blue as I can, but I need enough red. Yeah, probably not that much blue. So this is 12 blue. 12 blue is good. We'll be able to play Counterspell and Forbid on curve pretty often. Cryptic Command, maybe not always on turn 4, but it's gonna be castable most of the time. And this is still 7 red, which is good enough for, the mono red spell, and if we need a second red for the twin, hopefully we can get there. Maybe playing Ancient Tomb is a bit greedy, but we have some really powerful 4-drop, 5-drop. I kind of like the acceleration that Ancient Tomb provide to this deck. I'm gonna run that. Deck is sweet. It's funny because I was trying to see if mono red was open, and turned out it was not. But I don't think I've ever seen blue being that open in my entire life in Legacy Cube game, Cube draft I should rather say, online. So that's sweet. We have a bunch of counter spells, a couple of Rimvol, some card draw spell, a combo, and some sweet win condition. And we'll get to play the Fiend, which is also nice. Hope you guys enjoyed the draft. Drop a like if it's the case. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content, and see you for round 1.